All right. Good morning, everyone. I feel like I'm really out of frame. That's weird. Good morning. I am Darkpool Algo, and thanks for joining me on another morning watchlist building session. Today is Monday, September 20th, 2021. And what happened last night? Massive gap down. Why? Because of real estate. Imagine that. Imagine that. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to pull up the futures. Welcome to the channel. I am Darkpool Algo. I'm a smart money Darkpool block trade algorithm analyst. I follow smart money. I follow the big boys. I see what they're doing before the market does. And yeah, welcome to the stream. It's a mix of different things. We're going to go over futures. We're going to go over overall market news. We're going to look at some stocks, and I do take requests. So if you have any requests for stocks that you want to see, an analysis for Darkpool and block trades, as well as the algorithm, please let me know in the comments section or the chat. Morning. Let me get signed in so that I can respond, and we will go from there. Hope everybody's weekend was well. Mine was pretty all right. Football season's back, so that always makes things good. And yeah, a couple things. I'm going to be doing videos for. There's a couple people that I really follow that have got some great trading strategies that I'm going to do a review video on. So be on the lookout for that, and we will get going. Sorry, I've been talking a lot. And, oh man, I don't know how people like newscasters. I don't know how they do it. All right. So what we're looking at here, this is the futures. So top row is usually, if this is up, this is bullish. If it's up, the bottom row, if it's up, it's usually bearish. All right. Look, the top left, this is the ES. So going into Friday, quad reaching, like continued rollover. Right, all the way down to the 1618 from a longer term fib. So we're starting to enter a little area for me that's a little more sketchy. ES is pulled back to the NQ is pulled back to the 200 SMA. ES, one of the two. Now the NQ has pulled back to the 200 SMA on the 5-minute chart. We're going to go over all of that. So a couple things are going to happen. We're going to maintain support here and either chop, or we're going to maintain support here and we're going to rip. Contrarian though, if we start breaking some of these levels, like weekly pivots, right? Those are important. Those are large term levels. We would start breaking those. I think we can look for a flash crash. Yeah, it's going to be a sketchy day regardless. Okay. Lots of volatilities in the air. The VIX is probably going bananas right now. Let's see what what am I doing here? Just want to move this over here so I can look at. All right, whatever. Yeah, we're just slowly creeping through some previous lows. So ES is down 80 points. 80. 80. Okay. The ES down 80. All right. The YM is down 681 points. Ugh, sketchy. NQ is down 266 points. I think I should just say this in percents, right? ES is down 1.8%. YM's down 2%. NQ's down 1.78%. And the Russell is down 2.63%. That's a lot. Okay. So in markets like this, if you don't know what to do, just chill out, watch, take notes, learn. I'm not going to get into any longs unless it's extremely relative outperformer. Like it has got to be just nonstop, won't stop. Okay. So as far as down to the short side, I don't know. It's just tough. So I'm not a very bearish person by nature. So yeah, regardless, gold is up. Crude is down. Bonds are ripping, and so is the yen, right? So if the yen, bonds, and gold are up, then that's typically indicative of money flowing into them because of panic in the other markets, right? So just be careful. Just be aware. Okay. All right. We're going to move on to some other things real quick. I'm going to start taking some requests and we will go from there. All right. IWM going into today looked really, really bullish, but let's see what it's doing overnight. It's probably, yeah, it's super gap down. Right. I mean, this looks massive. We're what? 216.56. I mean, we blew through the 50 SMA or the 200 SMA. That's sketchy. Sketchy, I tell you. We're below the 200 SMA on the IWM. Okay. You got requests? Let me know. If not, Visa. You want to check out Visa? We'll check out Visa. So there's gonna probably be some rotation. Let me pull up some news real quick so that you can kind of get an idea of what's happening here and as to why. Okay. A lot of it has got to do with. All right. So we're trading lower and touching the lowest levels in almost 2 months because of a large Chinese real estate developer, Evergrande's debt crisis. It's weighing in the Asian markets and several macroeconomic factors making investors sketchy, right? The Fed's got a 2-day meeting that begins tomorrow to lay out plans to begin on tapering bond purchases, right? So they've been saying, we're not going to do anything, we're not going to do anything, we're not going to do anything. And I think that this may be the time where they start saying we may have to do something simply because the market needs some stability, right? We're also, and this is why, right? The Fed's running out of money, right? So October 1st, if they don't raise the debt ceiling, then the government's broke. Okay. So, right. Janet Yellen's like, hey, Congress, raise the Treasury, right? Raise it. If not, we're going to exhaust our cash reserves and borrowing capacity, right? Which means, so China's in shambles, right? Which is our biggest lender because of Evergrande, right? So if China's in shambles and we don't have anybody to borrow money from, I mean, it's just like panic is going to set in. People are going to freak out. They're going to rush to the banks, pull out all their money, right? Just bad things can happen. Okay. Yeah. So in Asian markets, the Hang Seng plunged 821 points while Tokyo's Shanghai markets closed for a holiday, which probably saved most of things. And the DAX is down 367 points. That's just all very, very bearish. So for me, I like buying things at a discount. So there are some stocks that I'm looking at and getting in long term. So anytime that they pull back massively, I'm going to look to grab some. Facebook being one of them. Okay. All right. So we don't have any real events today. The Chinese news is going to be of concern. Wynn and Las Vegas Sands, they're sketching, and 3 investigators of the National Transportation Safety Board are meeting next week to investigate a fatal accident in which Tesla Model 3 left the roadway and collided with a tree. Okay. Positive news, BA has been awarded a 1.62 billion, right, contract for missile guidance repair. And I think that's pretty much Brooks Automation selling an entire semiconductor solution to a different company. Yeah. So AstraZeneca, there's some vaccine news, but nothing too much. All right. Visa. Looking at Visa. We don't have any. Got to change this. Sorry. All right. In the past 14 days, Algo is currently resting at a block trade level. Moving into the move from Friday seemed very bullish. Algo's vertical pulling back to support and trying to make higher lows and higher highs. As far as levels are concerned, let's look at the dark pool level. We have a dark pool target coming in at 228.90, right? That's obviously where we want to. That's going to be the initial first term target that came in on the 8th. We have some regular block trades that are providing support. 222.52, short term target. 219.93 is support. Let's see if that support is held up overnight. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be, right? I remember commercials like that growing up as a kid. This is what I was talking about with the NQ. NQ busted below the 200 SMA. How do I do this? Let me show you the last time that happened. The last time we hit the 200 SMA, we bounced on August 19th. Prior to that, June 4th of last year, a serious breaking below that occurred May of last year, right? Right, that was a pretty significant drop. Typically, what we would see is we'd see a pullback to a rally. This is a pullback. Red candlesticks are not good. They're super heavy. Like, do we come back down and test 14,886? Like, there is something to be said about this 14,88675 level. Right, previous doji. My tools. Where is my tools? I can't see it, but that's a doji right there. I'd hate to come down and test that one. I would prefer that we just kind of hang out in this little demand zone here. Okay, so this candle right here is doji land. All right. As far as Visa goes, it was trying to rally to break up over VWAP. It got rejected. So this is bearish, negatively stacked moving averages, right? 250, 34, 21, 8. It's the opposite way of the way we want to go. We have room down to the bottom of the 3 ATR coming in at 217.20. Well, we broke below that. So we are down in. Have to go back in time to find a previous support level. See if I can find this one here. Um, 214, possibly. We could potentially, so if we look at it from a longer term perspective, let's just say we go ahead and rally to the mean, rally up to the 21 before we take our next step down, right? Which is what happened here. Sold off to 3 ATR, rally to the mean, and continue to sell off. So I think that can happen again. So I'd be looking at, like, it's going to be hard pressed to find the support level here. All right. Oh, I used the wrong ones. Dude, why am I so dang laggy today? This is so frustrating. All right. So we are trading at 214 looks like the level. So just be wary of that. Okay. Spy keeps dropping. Not good. It looks like it's a bloody, bloody day. Yeah. How's the SPY looking? Rough. All right. Let's check out SPY and PLTR. And I need to grab a drink. 1 second. Sorry about that. I had a little tickle in my throat and it was driving me nuts. All right. Looking at the SPY. Well, the SPY was bullish going into Friday. We found support at 441.42. Obviously, we have broken that. We have busted below that. Let me figure out what's going on here real quick. 1 second. All right. We had dark pool. Ooh, wow. SPY does have room down to 409. That would be horrible. We would also could potentially stop at 431. Right. I've got 431 as support level. Uh, 430.57. That's the next little level down I have for SPY. Potential bounce there. Okay. Yeah, this is ugly on the SPY. So negatively stacked moving averages. We busted through trendline support. We've got previous low support coming at 430.57. The algo going into today was bullish in that it was separated from price action and continuing its little uptrend. 441.42 is going to be our first target on SPY. It's a $9 move, right? Below that, like I said, 430.57 is very easily within reach. Okay. All right. PLTR. So PLTR, like, it is set up to make a larger than expected move. However, I think the market may actually come in and mess with it. So these are block trade levels for the last 9 days. There's quite a few, right? I'm going to actually drop this down to like the last 4, 3, 2, 1. So last 6 days levels of block trades, we have a dark pool level 2880. I would consider that support. So this level here, right? The algo is in an uptrend, but it's just consolidating right now, right? So overall, the algo is moving in a bullish direction, right? Could be potentially just pulling back to some support. So it would need to break out of its little channel that it's got going on here. It is curled up going into Friday, right? Or at the end of Friday, started to curl up a little bit. As far as price action is concerned, we have funky, like super, like funky support levels. Let's see what it's doing on the chart. Ooh, what the hell? I'm going to have to start looking at charts before I look at the algo. All right, so we've got point of control at 2640. We have VWAP coming in at 2570. We're currently about to hit previous lows at 2697. So 27 level seems to be holding for PLTR. That's a nice psychological level. However, we do have a tough way back to the upside. So we got to get back above the 200, 34, 21 VWAP, all of this crap here at this level. So 2789, 2789, 2796. This is the level we need to pay attention to on PLTR. So if we break 27, we come back down and test 2671. Below 2671, we come back down to 2572. So we've got a level here, right? So if this previous low holds and we can get above this previous 1.414 extension from its last rally, then we come back up and test this confluence here. We're at 27.90 and 28, right? So there's a dollar move up potentially before a pullback. If we do not hold this level of support, we take out 2672 is the next level of support. Below that, we start stair-stepping back down, all the way back down to like 2450 level, okay? I want to look at BA because BA did have positive news. I don't normally trade BA, so PLCR has room down to 2622, but it is at support at 27. See this level right here of support? We're just going to call that this Doji's got us in a demand zone right here. So PLTR may rally back to, like I said, to that confluence level. If it fails here, it can come back down and test, 2630 level. Okay. Boeing, but Boeing, I don't normally trade Boeing. It's on my do not fly list, but I think we have an opportunity here to make a little bit of money on it. Okay. STC, I'm in STC already. I bought that just blindly overnight. Yes, I'll check out Tesla. All right, the BA Algo. This is nice. We have a regular and a block trade, or a regular and a dark pool level. That's going to provide our support and resistance. 211.36 is dark pool support. Regular block trade support's coming in at 215 on the dot, right? Going into coming into today, the Algo had completed its bearish divergence and it's essentially trading with price action. This was a potential reversal, right? Where it's got a nice long vertical here, breaking out of its downtrend, right? So it broke out of its downtrend. So you would anticipate a rally to regular block trade level, pull back to support for a continuation move to the upside, right? In the normal market, we could have anticipated BA to bounce right off of this support level and continue on to the upside, taking out 215. I would be long on it. However, we do have dark pool support at 211.36, right? BA otherwise would have been pretty decent support level there, right? So as far as the downside, that 211 area seems to be pretty decent. Yeah, we blew right through that. I was counting on 210 to support us. So BA, we have room down to 205. They're stepping down to 199. We do have a golden crossover happening here on the 15-minute MACD. We're oversold RSI, MACD crossover. Once we find some support, wherever that may live, I might have to look on the daily to go back in time far enough to find it. So this is the close of this candle here, right? That should be support. If we break below that, then we've got one more level here. All right. That is a large demand zone, but it's an important one. All right, there's our demand zone. If we bounce off of that, we could easily rally up to VWAP at 212. So we've got point of control, VWAP, and looks like the top of the supply zone coming in right here. Come on. Yeah, see. I got to figure out the correct opacity for this. We're going to call it. I like that. All right. So we could rally right up to 213, 214 easily if we maintain support. Okay. All right. Next one we wanted to look at was SDC. Well, it gapped up. It's running off of short squeeze interest. What's it doing right now? Yeah, it gapped, came back down, pulled right down to the 50 SMA, finding support there. This could be bullish if it can get back up above VWAP at 750 or 740. We can continue long to the upside. Contrarian, we break down, we come all the way back down to 625. So $2 to the upside, 85 cents to the downside. Path of least resistance. Okay. That was Smile Direct Club Tesla. Going into Friday, the algo had started buying again with Tesla, right? Trading with price action. We have a bunch of dark pool levels that came in on the 17th. A lot of dark pool levels coming on the 17th. You don't usually see this many, right? Within such a short time frame. So starting at 11:30 to 12:38, which is in 2:30 to 3:30, right? Lots of dark pool activity. 754.57, 758.27. That's the range. The algorithm is flagging. All right, the algo is forming a gnarly bull flag. Look for that breakout to occur. If it does, I would anticipate a longer move to the upside for the double bottom Tesla that has formed the W pattern, right? Wu-Tang pattern on Tesla. I was going into Friday. So we have regular block trade support at previous lows, 740.07. All right, looking at Tesla on the chart. Time. Looking at Tesla on the time. Wow. All the way down to the 4-hour bottom. Oh, this is going to be glorious. All right. So Tesla is going to be super volatile at the open. Everything's going to be on discount. So this is a 4-hour Keltner channel bottom on a 15-minute chart or 15-minute candlestick chart. So it pulled down, found support right at the 4-hour bottom. It's going to return, right? It's going to start making its rally back up to the 4-hour mid, which is going to come in right around at 747, right? That level, 746 to 747 level. It's going to interact with price there and potentially move on up to the upside. If it rejects 747, then we come back down and test 734. Regardless, we've got a nice $10 move that we can definitely take advantage of. So far, it has not broken the trend in that it's still, this is just a pullback to VWAP and the 21 EMA, right? 734, right? 734. All right, this is just a pullback to support as far as I'm concerned. Tesla, to me, if it can maintain this level and prove that it wants to get back up and start doing its job again, there's a micro supply zone coming in right here. If it can get above that micro supply zone, I see 744, 747 on the radar for Tesla. Contrarian, we rally to this 737 level here and fell off down to 727. So we can go rally up to here and fade, or we can rally through, back test, and continue on to the upside. Let me draw that out for you. So up, right, down, or we go up, back test, through. Okay. A lot of that is going to be extremely dependent upon these two fib levels, 7, right? Fib levels, supply zone. Very important area to watch out for right here. Okay. That's Tesla. As far as the algo is concerned, the algo is bullish. Tesla market sell-off. I gave you two options, 2 ways it could possibly go. Stay safe. That's all I got to say. Tesla, in my opinion, looks pretty decent. I have to write that one down. Have some fun with Tesla today. All right, next one that I'm looking at. Request for any good option ideas on Tesla. Well, the problem with a $9 drop, right? Excuse me. Problem with a $20 drop, almost a $30 to $27 drop is the options chain is going to be so whacked, right? You could possibly look at guesstimating a 730 call price. I would take off take off $30 off of whatever the options contract was worth. Maybe put in a bid. I mean, crazier things have happened. Yeah, just gonna be interesting. I need confirmation though. I don't like speculation plays. I like having confirmation. All right. Next, give me your requests. What do we got here? All right. So if there's no requests, I'm gonna grab some off of the scanner here. Oh, actually grab some out of the chat here. This is a chat that I use. This is a little private group that we got going on. Small, little intimate private group. Seems like the same thing. So Snapchat looks good. Zoom looked good going into Friday. All right, so Snap broke below the 4-hour mid. It's on a trajectory to 70. Well, it's got massive support here. Hold on 1 second. I feel like there's a mosquito. He's got bit. Oh my gosh. I hate flies and mosquitoes. They're the bane of my existence. All right, so if this 4-hour mid holds for Snap, I think we can continue back up, testing the 50, the 200, and daily mid. Lots of confluence right around 74, right? This move that it did pre-market. Oh, come on. What? All right, so massive sell-off to the 4-hour mid, rally to the 21, potential move back down to the downside, or this could be a reversal. As long as, some of these levels here hold, we have to really get above. I would need to get above 73 to be an interested party in Snap. So with that being said, can I create an alert? I thought I was able to do a drawing. Create an alert. There's something off. I can't remember what it takes to be able to create alerts on previous drawings. Yeah, if you can remember, if somebody can remember how to do that, you should be able to create an alert at a study. I just don't remember how to do it. All right, so going into Friday, we had a fifth wave triggering. Of course, all of that's invalidated. We're back down here to 72, right? We broke below some of these key levels. Otherwise, Snap looked really good. It still does. Like we're testing the 50 SMA on the daily. I'm actually going to look at Snap a little deeper. All right, so Snap has potential today. The next one. Hey, there we go. Good morning, sleepyhead. Apple. Yes, we'll check out Apple. Morning. Welcome, Lorraine. All right, let's check out Apple. Plug came out with some news. Oh, I see where you're going. Blink, charge point, run. You watched somebody's video, didn't you? You watched somebody else's video. Charge point, if it's at a discount, I'm definitely for it. I think they've got a great company. Apple, going into today, Apple was trading with price action. The algo was bearish, so there's a lot of selling. However, we do have some dark pool levels that are providing support coming in at 146. Right, 146. I'm not sure if we broke that or not. Let's just check it. Yeah, we gapped down. We gapped down to 143. All right, so finally that caught up. Looks like we've got a little bit of a demand zone. A little bit of a demand zone. Right. We're right at demand zone level. So look for this area to maintain support, potential rally. I would be interested if we fill the overnight gap, break above 145 for a move to 147.50. Above 147.50, it's a little bit smoother sailing all the way back up to the 149, 150 level. So I need to take out that level, right? As well as this level here. Potential move. Let's see. Rally and rejection. Right. Potential rally rejection. Other ways we could potentially rally. Right. There's the SPY two ways. So yeah, depending on what this candle here does, yeah, that should be interesting. All right, we did Apple. All right, you want to look at some of those momentum plays? All right, let's do it. Give me 1 second here. We'll be right back. I'm going to do check on. There should be an alarm going off right now. My daughter should be waking up. 1 second. All right, there we go, Mr. Hash like button. That's funny. I just watched one of his videos. That's the problem. It was stuck in my head. And a good catchphrase will do that. All right. Anyway, Redfin. We're going to look at Redfin, Plug, Blink, and ChargePoint. Okay. Redfin, price actions trading with the algorithm. This is just too choppy based on what the market's doing. I don't even want to be anywhere near Redfin right now. Plug, on the other hand, I'm super interested in. I like how the algo going into Friday is forming a little cup and handle, and it's generally in an uptrend. The algo is trading with price action, so there's not like we have a divergence to play or anything like that. So this would be purely price action, purely technical indicators with regular and dark pool level support coming in. Let me show you. We got regular block trade support at 25.59. That's also the level the algo is going to interact with. If it rejects there and continues and breaks its uptrend, then I think we could pull back. As far as any white lines, Lazaro, yes, we got some for you. Fiend, here you go. 24.47. If you do not know what I just said, let me explain it. I use red lines for regular block trades, blue lines for dark pool block trades, and I draw a white line whenever there's a regular and a dark pool level that are so close that I can't separate them out. And it's just kind of an ongoing little inside funny joke because Lazaro's from Miami. He's Mr. Miami. So yeah, it's all good fun though. All right. And if you don't know what a white line is, you should be watching my stream. Let's see. So overall uptrend on Plug, took out previous high. I would love to see a back test of this level here. I'd love to see a back test for continuation onto the upside. I like Plug. Blue. I like Plug for the, for a potential longer term stock. Yeah. It's kind of chopping right now. You know what I mean? This beautiful move just got wiped out. However, we didn't even come down and touch the 200 directional 200 SMA yet. So that's good. We're above VWAP. This could be a nice move, right? Out of the stocks we looked at this morning so far, this is my favorite to the upside. Okay. We've got overhead resistance at 25.80. We've got VWAP support coming in right at this 25.40 level. Right. We've got this forming a one of these lets me do some cool stuff here. Is it this one? It is this one. Sweet. Potential move like that, right? I'd love to see that. We do have resistance we got to get through, though. I'll be interested if we can get above this 50 SMA. This is just for me, though. Like, you all do what you want. Got a supply zone right here. All right, we can break above that supply zone. I think that we can continue moving back up to 26, 27, 28. However, we could very easily just chop here at this level. Okay. That was the Plug. The next one is Blink. So Blink's another one where, like, going into Friday, the algo made a nice buying move. The algo is currently up. I got to take back all that crap I just said about him. Sorry, good find, buddy. Thanks. This is actually might be the way of the market today. So we've got relatively funky So let's see. We ran into resistance, consolidated, broke it, got back down, trying to break up and above it. I do like how the algo is pretty much vertical, right? And going into Friday, that's extremely bullish. Looking at Blink on the chart. All right, so Blink's actually got a little bit of room to the downside. I'm not super bullish on this one, right? Like, I think Blink may actually come back down and test 26. Yeah, we may come back down and test this demand zone. So Blink is probably a no-go for me. All right, and then charge point. I've got to run. I'm actually a little late for something right now, so I'm going to do charge point really quickly. The algo is selling off, right? Price action is trying to make a move. Right, that's a channel breakout. So there's a white line. You must sniff these out. Oh my god. Come on with this. All right. I'm sorry I can't draw any white lines right now. It's not letting me. There we go. Seriously though, come on. There we go. 2109. All right, that's it. Thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Darkpool Algo. I stream every morning, Monday through Friday, an hour before the open. Keep on the lookout for some stuff from Instagram and TikTok. Actually, I'm going to start seeing if I can break into that market. I've got my 14-year-old daughter setting it up for me. I was like, hey, how do you use this? It's a bonding moment. Leave me alone. All right, that's it. I will talk with you all tomorrow. If you have any requests, leave it in the comments section below. You can reach me on Twitter at DarkpoolAlgo to reach out to me on, that's probably the best way. Hit me up on Twitter. For now, signing off. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay green. If you don't know what to do today and you're not comfortable in a trade, just sit back and protect your capital, right? Your only job is to keep your seat at the table. And if you throw away all your money on stocks that are going to head fake you, right, then you won't be able to join us at these live streams anymore. They're getting better by the day. So with that being said, stay safe, stay green, and